Unfortunately, there will be no Ghanaian teams in the Club World Cup. Today, I'm going to look at the African teams participating in it. And the reason why there are no Ghanaian teams in there is simple. The Club World Cup is for continental champions, specifically the highest of them, the CAF Champions League. Ghanaian teams have not been going too frequently and they don't go too far in it. Hence, they are not going to be included. Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi Fiawe. Today, more information and more updates on the Club World Cup as we're covering it throughout this summer. We're going to look today at the 4 African countries, how they got in there, and also look at their matches and the groups they find themselves in. Subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. So in total, 4 African countries are going to represent us at the Club World Cup, a maiden edition of the Club World Cup featuring 32 clubs from across 6 continental federations. If you've not watched my video on my predictions for the Club World Cup and how the teams got in, you can watch it up here. But the 4 African countries were selected, first of all, based on winning continental competition during the 2021 to 2024 seasons, and the others were selected based on their performance in those same continental competitions, which is the CAF Champions League. Without much ado, let's get right into it. The first team I'll look at is Ahly. They have the privilege of being in Group A with the likes of Inter Miami, Porto, and also Palmeiras. Inter Miami are the hosts country team. They made it in there because of their position as the host country. Inter Miami will play Ahly in the very first opening game. Ahly were invited into this competition because they won the CAF Champions League in 2021, 2022, and in 2024. Such an amazing and dominant display by the Egyptian side. Their games are as follows. The very first opening game on the 15th or 14th of June, depending on which side of the world you find yourself in. But in Africa here, in Ghana here, wherever you be watching it, it will be on the 15th of June at the Hard Rock Cafe, Miami. They'll play Inter Miami in their first game. It will be 12 a.m. GMT, and also it will be 8 p.m. Miami time, the 14th of June, 15th of June, 14th of June, whichever way you want to put it. Depends on where you are, but it will be between 15th and 14th. If you're in Ghana here, it will be 12 midnight, 15th of June. Africa, most places in Africa will be on the 15th of June, early hours of 15th of June. If you're on the other side of the West, it will be on the 14th of June at 8 p.m. Ahly will open the whole tournament. Their next game will be versus Palmeiras on the 19th of June at the MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey. That game will be at 4 p.m. GMT. It will be 12 noon United States time at the MetLife Stadium. Then they will end things off in the group with a game versus Porto on the 24th of June at the MetLife Stadium, 1 a.m. GMT and 9 p.m. USA time. That will be on the 23rd of June. Wydad is the next club that made it into this competition. Moroccan side Wydad Casablanca. They won the CAF Champions League in 2023. The span of 2021 to 2024, they were continental champions, and that earns them the right to be in the Club World Cup. Wydad find themselves in Group G with Manchester City, Juventus, and Al Ain. They'll kick their tournament off on the 18th of June versus Manchester City in the Lincoln Field Stadium in Philadelphia on the 4 p.m. GMT, 18th of June. Versus Juventus, they'll go to next at the same venue on the 22nd of June, 2024. It will be 4 p.m. as well, GMT. All times will be in GMT. If I state otherwise, it's in the United States or local time over there. And they'll end their group matches on the 26th of June, 2024 in Audi Field, 7 p.m. GMT, Washington, D.C., Audi Field, 26th of June versus Al Ain. Hopefully, they make it out of their group. I've predicted them to make it out of their group and probably go further in this competition. So those are the times and dates for Wydad Casablanca's game. Mark it in your calendar. 18th of June versus Manchester City. 22nd of June versus Juventus. And the 26th of June versus Al Ain. The next club I'll look at here today is ES Tunis, Esperance de Tunis. They find themselves in Group D with Chelsea, LAFC, and Flamengo. ES Tunis are going to face Flamengo in their very first game on the 17th of June at the Lincoln Field, USA, 1 a.m. GMT. That game will be played. They'll play LAFC in their second game on the 20th of June at the Geodis Park, Nashville at 10 p.m. GMT, and finally end things off versus Chelsea on the 25th of June at the Lincoln Financial Field at 1 a.m. GMT. Yes, that is for ES Tunis. ES Tunis will be playing in the Club World Cup. The dates are run over again. 17th of June 2025 versus Flamengo, 20th of June 2025 versus LAFC, and versus Chelsea in their final group game on the 25th of June in the Lincoln Field, 1 a.m. GMT. Mamelodi Sundowns are the last team that will be representing Africa. The final team I'll be talking about today. They are from South Africa, and they make it through the ranking method, which means that they didn't win a continental competition between 2021 and 2024, but their performances in the continental competition, which is the CAF Champions League in this place, was worthy enough to get them into the competition itself. They did well. They went further throughout that 4-year period, and they got in through the ranking method. They find themselves in Group F with Ulsan and Borussia Dortmund and Fluminense. They begin their campaign on the 17th of June 2025 at 10 p.m. GMT in Orlando. They will play Ulsan on the 17th of June. Versus Dortmund, they go to next on the 21st of June 2025, 4 p.m. GMT in Cincinnati. And on the final game, they'll play Fluminense on the 25th of June 2025 at 7 p.m. in Miami at the Hard Rock Cafe. 3 games, 3 opportunities to make it to the knockout phase. These are our African representatives in the World Cup, the Club World Cup, a pre-tournament game which will see a lot of things being tried and tested, which will see the preparedness of next year's host for the World Cup, United States, where 60 games will be played out of the 81. I think 61 games will be played in the United States, and also there will be a chance to see how prepared they are for the real deal. Exactly 1 year to the tournament itself. It will be interesting to see how prepared the hosts are. Canada and Mexico will host 10 matches each in the World Cup out of 81 matches that will be played. They'll be watching on closely and be preparing for the big showdown come next year. Where do you think, or how far do you think our African representatives will go in this competition? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.